Hello everybody, and welcome to a brand new thing which is called Google Search Stories, which is made by me, Mike Downs. I took this photo of the sun setting in England and coloured it blue. So Google Search Stories is about real world meets internet being effective. So yesterday I had a look at making a video about a road situation where some work was being done in the center here, and I merged that and made a video with Google Earth. Now if you look in a real world situation and go along, you'll see things like this, and this is where I say search stories. So if you search this photograph, you'll see a little rectangular plate on the bottom there, and when you start to have a look around, it looks like that. It's got a circle and it's got a rectangle and it's got two studs. So if we carry on, and this is just in real life, I took these photos myself, you'll see it looks like that. The road is closed and it's got some cones along it, and you can see this is the bit here where you can step off, and I was wondering what these things are, and that's where I started to search. And when you get really close to it, what you can see is it looks like that. So there's a circle bit, which I imagine is a cover, something goes in there, and then we've got some rectangular plates at the bottom, or a plate. Now this is where it gets onto the internet, and what we can do is we can look in. Now it says patent protected RS115, and in the bottom here it says retention-system.com. Now this is where it really starts to get nice and interesting, because what we can do is we can have a look and we can say to ourselves, let's have a search for that, shall we? And this is a Google search, and what we've got is RS115 retention system. Straight away there's 947 results, which is not that a lot really, is it? But when we look at the PDF, which is the very first one, we come up to this thing. So if you remember back, we've got a circle on the top and the studs. Let me just show that very quickly. It looks like that, look. Remember? That's what it looked like in the street. So anybody watching at all can think, in actual fact, this thing does look a bit like it. So what we've got is we've got the plate comes off, and then the pole goes in, and it all covers up and everything. It's a world-leading design apparently, and that is it. But can we go any deeper than that to get some real-time world education on this? Well, in actual fact, there is a lovely video which I found. I'm going to play just a tiny bit of it here, where the guy comes along in the video, and there he is, look. And he comes along, and I'm just going to stop it here because I don't want the audio cutting over, because I want to move as fast as possible. So he comes along, he takes the plate off, he screws it in, look. He does some stuff like that, and then and this is the bit I'm getting to, which is lovely. So see this, he puts the pole in, and then he says, I wonder what would happen if, get this, look, he actually knocks it over. I'll put the link in the video. He knocks it over with this JCB. He just runs it down with a tractor. And then what he does, he comes along and then replaces it again. So if this is local to you and you're wondering and curious about the world around you, then what you can say is, hold on a second, is this going to be any different if we start to have a look at something like this system, which probably we'll never ever come across, or do we? Because this is the really interesting one, because when you come into case studies, and a teacher, I'm going to think everything is pretty interesting. But watch this. If we come in, and remember, you know, this has taken us, what, a few minutes to find. Well, it's taken me a few minutes to find. And then you've got all these case studies. So if you look at the RS115, we can come out, look, and it starts off down here, the A2 Shore Road, and you click it, and they've got these case studies of those same little plates. And there they are, look, with Puffin, Pelican Crossing, Stars as a child, here's a student coming home from school, you bang one over by an accident, and then you come back and you just replace it immediately. And there are tons of examples on the website about that. And then if we want to go a little bit further afield, we can actually see one of these things in Philadelphia, which is the same RS115. So it doesn't matter whether you're in, look, there you go, look, there's a bunch of bollards or whatever they're called there. And that is the end of this video, I'm afraid. We can go and have a look and a look and a look at different things. Same old plate, look, this time it's in Piccadilly Circus in London. The beauty about the technology, if we contrast this to the internet, is that we've got something which is digital, and I love the way that the world around us is actually moving to such a brilliant idea to say, look, if you happen to have one of these that break, or that breaks or gets run over by a car or something, all you do is just undo this plate, take it out and put another one in. It's fixed. It's fixed really, really quickly. So just to go back to the actual website, there it is, look. You can have a look around yourself, but this, remember, I'm going to finish up here because it's been a situation where we have looked at the Google search stories from real life to the internet, and this is a big series because I think people could get a lot better at searching the internet.